Assalamu alaikum, so welcome in my presentation. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity today to discuss about sex trafficking. So I am the Hasib from 8th semester Department of Law AIUB. Before we talk about sex trafficking, we need to know about human trafficking. So first I will talk about human trafficking. Human trafficking is a serious crime and violation of human rights involving the use of force or fraud to exploit a person into slave labor or sexual exploitation. Human trafficking can happen to people of all ages and genders and any race or religious background. Women are often used for sexual exploitation, while men are usually used for forced labor. It is believed that 1 in 5 human trafficking victims are children. Exploitation for beginning, child pornography or child labor. Let's start talking about sex trafficking. Sex trafficking, forced labor, includes forced sexual service. The ILO Forced Labor Convention defines forced labor as all work or service exacted from a person under the threat of a penalty and for which the person has not offended himself or violated himself voluntarily. The UN protocol to prevent and suppress the punish trafficking in person, especially women and children, includes 3 elements in its definition: the act, the means, and the object. Sex trafficking is the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt or persons who under the threat, force, or fraud, abuse of power or sexual exploitation for the financial gain or another. Trafficking in women for sexual exploitation. This prevalent form of trafficking affect every region in the world, either as a source, transit, or destination country. Women and children for developing the countries and from the part of society in the developed countries are lured by the promises of decent employment into the leaving their homes and traveling to what they consider will be a better life. Victims are often provided with a false travel document and the organized network is used to transport them to the destination country, where they find themselves forced into sexual exploitation and held in inhuman conditions and constant terror. This is when someone is deceived, coerced, or forced to take part in sexual activity. Places where someone could be sexual exploitation: prostitute, brothels, messes, sauna, escort agencies, pole lab and dancing, forced marriage, strapping on a webcam, phone sex line, internet chat room, pornography, mail order, bread, sex tourism. Sex trafficking in the United States. The United States is a sources, transit and destinations country for the sex trafficking victim. Trafficked men, women and children are typically taken the brothels, escort service, masses, parlors, strip club or hotels and other prostitute on the streets, or forced to participate in pornography primary countries of the origin for the foreign victims. In 2030, over the Mexico, the Philippines, Thailand, India and American may also be trafficked with the US or sent to other industrial states such as the Netherlands, Germany and Japan. Human trafficking is not only a major international problem, it is an American problem. More US citizens are victims of sex trafficking within US border than are poison networks are foreign nationals, and American teens are most at risk of becoming the victim of DMST. Human trafficking generates at the enormous amount of money. It is estimated that between $12 and $31 billion per year are granted from human trafficking. Sex trafficking is a big business. It is the fastest growing arm or organized crime and the third largest criminal enterprise in the world. The Federal of Investigation estimated that 293,000 American youth are at risk of becoming victim of DMST. The average age or entry into the prostitution for American girl is 12 or 14 years. Boys and transgender youth also enter into the prostitution, typically between the age of 11 and 13 years. Research suggests the number of boys entering into the prostitute is equivalent to that of girls. In a study of 762 Canadian youth living on the streets, it was found that on the 3 girls and boys that traded sex for money, drug, shelter or food. Both boys and girls are at risk for DMST. Prostitute of trafficking is difficult with only about 1 or 800. Until the end, I will tell how to stop sex trafficking and human trafficking fundraising. Be aware of the scene of human trafficking. Help surveyors, stay informed, reports help combat the demand. Through this, we can stop trafficking.